The only funny thing is that among presently big that are not aligning, their feed will become harvest for others. May our feed not become harvest feed, because our feed is supposed to be already harvest feed while we are looking out for more harvest in the world. May our ground not become harvest, especially harvest for other people's harvest, whereby church of 100,000 becomes 7,000 in the midst of harvest. Because the set man is not aligning, he's allowing jealousy, he's allowing what is happening, because he have not been preparing and waiting. What came making, what is this, and began to speak against it and talk against it, because you can't fight God. To do that is to lose the people, because when it is harvest time, there's a special hunger God releases upon the heart of his people. That hunger does two things. It makes them be dissatisfied with the norms, with the present, and align with what God is doing, because God is the one doing it. No matter how wonderful the preacher is, what kind of dimension of the spirit, but because that dimension will be eclipsed to what is coming, it will be darkened by the true sun, the Son of righteousness. So that some feed that is already harvested before will not now become a transfer harvest, and we have to be careful of that. And I share something briefly this afternoon, that unless we move with a cloud, we may have to endure the desert if we don't move with a cloud. Nehushtan is not satanic, it's where God used to be. And you know, where God used to be is what become the habitation of devils. And somebody say, how come? Years ago, this was what was happening here. Yes. After a little while, did God remain there? Did he continue? That he didn't continue means that God have relocated. The plan has changed. There's an update. There's an upgrade. And we must move. In the days that the serpent beat the children of Israel because of their sin, and Moses told God, he said, raise up a brazen serpent and put it upon a pole, that anyone beating, looking at it, will recover and be restored. Did you know that brazen serpent remained in the land of Israel? They kept it. And later on in the book of Kings, it became an object of worship among other things they were worshiping besides Jehovah God. And they call it Nehushtan, worthless pieces, piece of brass. The place where God used to be. It becomes the habitation of devils. Because where fire will not burn is where it had burned before. And that is the safest place in the midst of an inferno. It's not to go to where it have not gone to. Say, no, it will not get here. It will get there. The safe place is to turn and look at where it have consumed. Then you go there. What am I saying by that? To say that it is in the place the fire of God's mercy and love have consumed that is a safe place for what is coming. Every other ground will be shaken. Experience will fall. Because what is coming, babes may even have experience in this thing. And it is experience on hands on the job. Not the experience of yesterday. Experience of what they are getting as they are working with God. As they are seeing what is happening. And meanwhile, the ancient wisdom, with all their wisdom and all, it will fail. Because it won't work. You can't put new wine on old skin. You lose both. What is coming, experience cannot. But in the midst of it, God is asking his church to know the way of alignment, because where with the experience of the ancient help the younger generation is how to channel and operate with God in more orderly manner, so that the purpose of God will not be short-circuited by backlash from Satan.